Hello everyone, welcome to Pick a Card. These channeled messages are for everyday type situations that we all end up in or start in or are currently living in, whatever the case may be for all of us. We're all different. My name is Jane. Welcome in. I am a psychic and energy intuitive, and I am doing the pick a card so that this is more for like everyday type emotions, living situations that we're all in, and it gives more variety of where everybody, because we all resonate differently, so this is a way for you to connect, and it's a way for you to practice your own intuition. So just, this is group A, group B, group C. So just take a moment and look at all the cards and pick the one that draws your attention, holds your attention, and that is probably going to be your first message. There could be, you can pick more than one card because there could be more than one message here for you. Don't try to force anything. Don't overthink it. But the messages are going to help with guidance and some insight and bring some truth and confirmations. All of my sessions here with Spirit are timeless, so whenever you find it, it is the right time for you. And with that, I'm going to move on to group 1. Okay, welcome group 1. Let's see what you've chosen here. Okay. Number 18, refreshing oasis. Nurture yourself, gather your strength. Okay. All right. Okay. So I'm going to, I was asked to bring out the Angel Oracle deck here, to bring out an angel card. I'll set it aside and read that at the end. All right, Spirit, we're ready. Refreshing oasis. Oops, I just boxed that card here. 4141 habit. It's in reverse. It was in reverse though. Okay. The bottom. 1321 awareness. Okay. We'll read that card at the end here. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, nurture yourself and rest. Angel of balance. Angel of balance. Refreshing oasis. Angel of balance. I'm not really sure. Journey. So if gathering your strength, and then the journey card, you're being advised to rest before a journey. Maybe something new is coming, that you're going to be traveling or something. Ooh, Ace of Wands. Yeah, there you go, right there. This is that bright idea, and I was just like, this is kind of reminds me of like when you turn on a light bulb, you get all that light. And then I was kind of looking at this lamppost here when I turned that over, so it kind of surprised me. But that the Ace of Wands, that is something really exciting could be coming in for you, where you have this like really bright idea, which could then have you packing your bags and traveling or something. Maybe that's why. So maybe something's been out of balance. What is this? The Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, you're the quiet type. You enjoy hard work. Even if you're doing things behind the scene that nobody even knows that you're doing. Because you're not looking for that recognition. You're not looking to be in the spotlight, basically. Okay. You know, I think that people rely on you, but you only put up with that for so long. And I think you're kind of a loner or something, because, you know, the individuals are alone in each. You know, maybe you're just not, maybe it's not so much a loner, but you're really independent. Because, you know, like you even have like the donkey's bite, like it's just, that's the only species, the unicorn, you know what I mean? They're not the same. You know, the angel hears, you know, and then you have this woman and then this guy, you know what I mean? Like everyone is just like really independent of each other. So it just gives me that. Okay, so let's pull out some cards and see what's going on here, because I'm not really sure how to read this. Okay, which one? This one, Spirit? Okay, so they want me to pull out one of these here. Surrender. Look, that was on the bottom too. I don't know if that was caught on the, if it was recorded or not. Surrender. I can release my need to control. Yeah, well, if you're really independent. You know, and I think if you're independent too, and like, see how she's like staring at this thing of water here. I think that you look for details, like you're a detail-oriented type of person. Pride. I love myself and I see myself in every. What is wrong, Nuki? I'm getting interruptions with the dog and it thrown me off. Okay, so let's see here. Nurture yourself. Gather your strength. Oh, there's way too many cards, Spirit. I think they want all of these. Look, intuition. No, they don't. Oh. What do you want, Nanook? Okay, Spirit. Okay, what is this? Surrender. I can release my control. Oops. Look, obsession, infatuation, adoration, addiction. And it says, I can release my need to control. So there's something that you have some kind of obsession over. Maybe it's something that you've got this great idea and you're just single-handedly like so super focused on it. Because like this card here, it's like you enjoy a little bit of hard work. You're a detail-oriented person, and maybe that's why like you can get obsessive with this, like the details, getting caught up in the details. But, you know, they're advising you, they keep drawing me over here to, you know, gather your strength, like rest, do some, because there's something big coming in, and it's going to have you on this journey. And I don't know if this journey is going to give you this idea, or you're going to get this great idea and then go on this journey. Okay. So what do you want to go with this obsession thing here? Craving. So longing. And look, I was even talking about the light bulb. Look at that. And she's like, this is something that, it's something about this light bulb. What is with the light bulb? something you've really been wanting, though. Maybe it's just been taking you a while to get there, you know? Because I even made note of this lamp, like in the very beginning, and saying how this reminds me of a light bulb, and then the card about light bulb comes in. Hoping, expecting, faith, and manifesting. Look, and more light. Influences, attachments, third parties, and peers. Yeah, I think that this big idea that you have, I think that this is something that's going to be like really exciting. I think this is like some kind of really awesome beginning. Oh my goodness, I just turned it over and it was beginnings. Well, that was freaky cool. Okay, Spirit, what else? Oh, that's my dog. She's chewing on a bone and now she's like coughing up whatever she just tried to swallow or flicked in her throat. Okay. So they're asking me to read this one first. So 4141, habit in reverse. And then they want to get me to give you a Buddha wisdom card. 4141 in reverse here. Let's see what that is about. I think that's the very last card in the deck. Nope. No, it is not. Oh, there it is. Okay, so reversed is a stagnation and feeling stuck. Routines that are draining. Yeah, reacting before thinking and burnout from overwork. That's why they keep getting me to go over here and looking at that, because they kept making me look at this card. And I said that to nurture yourself and to be resting, to gather your strength. So this card was the first card that came out. Once I pulled that, then this came out. I can always change for the better. That's what's going on. You're this is why the obsession card came out. I thought it was a little weird that the obsession, because it says like this guy here, he's like, he doesn't mind a little hard work, no big deal. But then it's like it came into like you need to surrender some need for control, and then obsession. So this is just saying about like all this good stuff, but this is what you really need to be careful of this. You need to, this is a little bit of advice for you. So that's really good, Spirit. Thank you. Okay, so they're asking me to bring out this Buddha wisdom thing here. So they want a card for you here. Okay. Okay, Spirit, any time here. Thank you. Okay. When you try to hold on to things after their time, you suffer and make others suffer. Okay. Is there another card here? I think there's another card here. See, that's where this, the surrender, oh, okay, so you want it over here. So the surrender and obsession, that's what they're talking about here. When you hold on to things too much, that, you know, you're not the only one that's going to suffer. You know, everyone around you will. Well, that makes sense, because like if you have kids or a spouse, or, and you're so hyper-focused on this great idea, and that you're spending all your time obsessing over it and longing for it, like, you know, maybe you need, give up a little bit of control and just rest a little bit. Okay, so one more, Spirit. Okay. This one here. Don't let worldly temptations lead you astray. No joke, Spirit. Okay. All right. So that's all they have for you today. And I hope this is helpful to somebody. And just know that Spirit doesn't hold judgment of any kind, and that these messages always come from a loving place. And with that, I'm going to close the reading. And I hope you have a good day. Sending love and light. Welcome, group 2. So let's see what you have chosen. Be the beacon. Be an inspiration. Light the way for others. Okay. Okay, I'm being asked to pull out an angel card. That will be right at the end of the reading. So let's pull out the card. There we go. Make a wish. 111. Well, 1010. Faith on the bottom. Make a wish. All right. Let's see here. Door to personal healing and happiness. You know, this is number 36, but also 9. And 9 is like the completion of something. And the number 7 is like 34 here, but also number 7. And it's like, oh, look at the rainbow too, which is kind of like rebirth and miracles. And number 37 also can be a 7, which is like a very spiritual number. And then you even have the dove here. Oh yeah, I just noticed that oh, there's a dove there too, and a white unicorn. So white birds might have some kind of significance for you. Community. You know, that makes sense because it says here, like, be an inspiration, light the way for others, because that looks like a community right there. Oh, look at another number 7. Okay. A door to personal healing and happiness. I mean, maybe, you know, doing this for others is a way for you to heal from something, creating this community, you know, surrounding yourself in this new community, really, because it's on both sides. Okay, let's see what else we have here. The World. And this deck, see, this deck here, it is a tarot deck, but this deck is like for every day. So there's just like, they are not really read in the reverse. I suppose they could be, but Spirit has me read these in the upright for these readings here. And, you know, the World, this card, this talks about like your happiness. That how like what your life would be if you were like 100% happy. And then you have over here like the make a wish. And then here being an inspiration and light the way for others. It's almost like, you know, it's like you're trying to build some kind of community or something. Maybe a door to personal healing and happiness. Like maybe you're helping, like for the world, you want to bring some kind of healing and happiness. Because, oh yeah, I just realized happiness, because that's what this card is basically all about, is happiness. I mean, if you're not happy, then, you know, maybe look at, but I believe this is about your happiness, like 100% happiness. Because you have happiness here, and that's what this card is all about. The World is like that 100% being happy. Okay, what's this one here? 3 of Knives. Eek. Huh. This is about like these deep emotions. It's like your head and your heart are conflicting. They're fighting each other. Like they're not working together. you have some kind of hurt feelings, or it's like a betrayal, or like that doesn't really seem to like go with the rest of it though. Okay, I'm going to pull out some more cards and see if we can, pieces on the bottom. I am a being of love and I release all negative energy. Look, the death card, and that is actually like and like I was just saying, like the completion of something. And that's what the world is. It's the completion of something, and it's about that complete happiness, like finding that complete happiness. Death, I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. So maybe that's what this is about, because this is like these deep emotions that you're going, maybe that's where you've been. And okay, we're going to keep going. We're going to, all right. Okay, but there's something, look, and then there's loneliness. And look, this card, I think this is like, like a community. I know that I am never alone. Yeah, because you even have the world here. So you even have the world showing up twice. This is the world, and then the world's in the middle of this card. I know that I am never alone. Yeah, that's this community that you're trying to build. Look, and peace is back on the bottom. I am a being of love, and I release all negative energy. I think that's what this card... I don't know, why would that card just be separate though, Spirit? You want this card. I think they want this peace card because they brought it out twice. Yeah, because it's like the door to personal healing and happiness, and that's your peace. Releasing that negative energy. Because that rainbow is like a rebirth too, right? Something you've created some kind of happiness from this kind of energy. Whatever this energy is to you, you've created some kind of community to heal, and maybe to heal others that have been in your position. Okay, let's just pull a few of these out and see what... Exhaustion, depletion, drained, and long journey. Only you, devoted, attached. Yeah, I'm thinking this energy created some kind of exhaustion, but now you're just worrying about you, only you, because when you focus on you and heal yourself, then you're able to light the way for others, to be an inspiration for others to be healing and happy. There's another one here, Spirit. No. Yeah. That's what that, and you're some kind of finality that came with that. Okay, so they're saying here, this one, make a wish. Okay. Let's see, 111. Here we go. Opportunities are soaring your direction. Doors are being flung wide open. Look at that. And this door to personal spirit. Okay. The time is now. This is a call to vibrate at the higher frequency. If you've been feeling defeated or hopeless, your angels are urging you to shift your perspective. Don't be too surprised if you experience some eye-opening epiphanies. Even the smallest changes can make enormous ripples into your future. Tune into abundance in both your mind and your actions. Whenever you see this number, make a wish. Turn your entire being toward achieving that goal and watch the universe send you everything you need. And that's why they're saying here, like, very good, Spirit. Wow. So they're saying shifting to an abundance mindset, intentional being, call to action to make your wishes reality, attracting surprising new opportunities and manifesting your desires. And your affirmation here is, I am in the middle of something miraculous. That's because you're going to be an inspiration to light the way for others. Like you're building some kind of community. Okay, that's really good, Spirit. That's why there's the number 7's out here twice, because they're aiding you in this. That's very good. Okay. Oh, you want me to bring out a wisdom card here? Let's see what wisdom card. Just one, Spirit. Wow. That's really good. Yeah, you come from these deep, hard, harsh emotions. But yeah, going through it all. Okay, Spirit. Bring out a card here. Your past, present, and future are elusive. Be pure. Free yourself from such conditions unimpeded. Yeah, and that's why they're talking about like you're not in the past, and you know, you're not even worrying about like this, that this won't happen, because you know that it's going to. Yeah, free yourself from such conditions, because they are a form of slowing down your wish, basically, right? Okay, let's see. Is there another one here, Spirit? Ooh. Act according to the true nature of the circumstances. Remove any self-importance agenda. Okay. Okay. So they asked me to read at the bottom. It says, there is no right or wrong path. There's only the path that you choose. Okay. All right, Spirit. Okay, so I guess that's it for this reading. I'm going to move on to group 3. I hope this has been helpful to somebody. I'm not really sure what you're trying to build here, but you have the world, you know, backing you. You have the universe on your side. They're more than happy to open these doors for you. Okay, so you're doing really well. Okay, so hopefully this has been helpful to you, so you have an idea where you are in your energy. And with that, I'm going to close the reading. I hope you have a good day, and I'm sending you love and light. Welcome, group 3. Let's see what you've chosen. Stand in your power. Number 14. Be passionate about your vision. Bring about positive change. Okay. Spirit also wants me to bring out an angel card to read at the end of the reading. So I'm just going to get that ready here. Let's move these aside. Okay, Spirit. What does group 3 need to know here? All right, group 3. Let's see. Stand in your power. You know, if you need to stand in your power, then something's happened that... Oh, there we go. Relax. 420. On the bottom. Ooh, mindfulness, and it's in reverse. So you're not being mindful of something. Being asked to relax. Smell the flowers, maybe. Relax about something. I don't know what that is, but I'm going to turn this upside down. So mindfulness, yeah, I'm going to keep that up so that there's something about that mindfulness. I don't know what that is. It's like, it's really like popping out in my face. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Third chakra, Archangel Camus. That's your solar. That's where all your feelings are. Well, not just your feelings, but your empowerment, your will. Excuse me. And I noticed that the heart chakra is lit up there too. Okay. And hers are also, I see that her solar is also lit up in the yellow as well. And her heart and her high heart, even her throat, yeah, all the way up. But I noticed that the yellow in the solar, just like this dude here. Okay. Ooh, hostilities. 26 also is can represent an 8 as well. And 8 is what goes around comes around. So really hostilities, what you put out is what you potentially will get back, or you will get back. Now this is the only group that so many tarot cards came out. So I ended up with 5 tarot cards. So the other group, it was only 2 each. So this one, there's more. Excuse me. Oh, the Tower. Okay. Well, the Tower is about it falling apart, things breaking down. But, this card represents, in this tarot deck, it represents miscommunication and the breakdown of relationships, basically. Like you need a better foundation, and like this is your opportunity to learn about what the lessons from what you can reflect and what caused the breakdown of the communication. Okay, so let's move on. Let's see here. It's probably what the hostility, why there's hostility, and why the third chakra of what all this is about. Bring about positive change. Maybe because of the hostilities of this breakup. Ooh, judgment. And judgment, this kind of like with also, I'm looking at these, the ghosts, like the ghosts of the past, you know what I'm saying? That can come back. I think this card represents having a grudge against somebody too, which again puts that hostility there. So I think these things from your past, and it seems like quite a few, so I think you're having a hard time. Maybe you just need to accept some of the blame for it, because all relationships takes 2, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter what kind of relationship that is, whether it's parent and child, whether it's spouse and girlfriend, boyfriend, it doesn't matter. It all, like even friendships, it's all a give and take. And when there's a breakdown, it takes the 2 to either make it or break it. So maybe just accepting some of your blame and just moving on. Let go of the petty feelings. And I know, like, when you're hurt and, because if you have hostilities, that means something really not so great happened here that has left you with these feelings. And that's natural and normal when somebody's done you dirty, I was getting that song. I mean, it's normal emotions for human to go through when, there's breakdown in communication, and then, things really go sideways. you know, it can create, you know, this type of energy, especially where it's like on both sides, you know what I mean? So it's not just you, it's them too. It's on both sides. You know, I mean, even making atonements could benefit you, or like just forgiving. Because, you know, it doesn't mean that it changes. If you forgive somebody, it doesn't mean it changes what they've done, but it helps release you from that energy, letting that go. Oh, that's why stand in your power. Because when you release that, because, you know, you even have lightning bolts, like that's a lot of power. You know, notice that there's a lot of light in behind, you know what I mean? Like there's, okay, oh, the devil. Now in this deck, the devil doesn't mean like you're being held down or held back, but it does mean that there it could be some negative energy around you, or somebody is bringing that negative energy to you. I mean, maybe even look around to see what you have to eliminate or what you can eliminate from your life. You know, maybe that's what this is all about. Like maybe it's about this miscommunication, this individual, this home, like, you know what I mean, the situation, or this is something. It could be a business deal or something too. Oh my goodness, the 8 of Cups. And this is saying like, this is like, all your cups are empty. You know, you're done. They're done. It's time to move on. Yeah. But you know what? You know, like this card too talks about, you know, dwelling, like dwelling on those feelings, dwelling on these hostilities, dwelling on this judgment, not of just them, but of yourself. You know, I mean, you can dissect a situation all you want. Doesn't mean you're going to be able to resolve that with within yourself. Like to keep this on rinse and repeat in your mind, it's not going to do you any good. And that's what this card is warning you about. You know, because it's on like all these levels. You know what I'm saying? Okay, and then you have the 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, because you're worried about someone or something. Something's got you in your feelings for sure. Someone's got you into your you know what? And that's where all your power is too, your self-power, like stand in your power. And then your 3rd chakra, like that's your self-empowerment. Like that's where your power is. So like where all of this, like, yeah, this is really about, like, really, it's about you finding this, some kind of peace or something. Okay, so, oh my goodness, on the bottom is judgment. And judgment's there. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. Okay, ooh, another card box here. I don't know what that is. Little friendship, look. And there's time getting it out. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. Yeah, because that old saying, how does that go? How does that go again? A season, people are in your life for a reason, a season, or for life. Okay, do you want anything else here, Spirit? No. Okay. Well, that was quick. So this one here, well, on the bottom. Okay. So let's see here. What do you want to go here, Spirit? Oh. Intimacy. Bonding, sensual, and confiding. Yeah, I think that's what that's all about. That's why there's this, like, you have this judgment. It's about this intimacy that you no longer have, or maybe it was because there was something this person did that destroyed your intimacy with them. And it was your final, it was like the final straw for you. You know what? And I just noticed it. I just honestly noticed that it's like the house is on fire and so is the fire here. So you weren't burned once. I think you might have been burned twice, actually. Yeah, because you were being distracted, sidetracked, and then chemistry. Yeah, because it's about that attraction and the passion that you have. That's why, you know what? It's that passion you have. That's why, and passion is like in those lower chakras too. And you know what? That's, that passion is what can fuel this hostility. So I think you're being advised to like, yeah, because look, pain. It's because you're still in pain. Look at possibilities. Or again, be free spirited, adventure, take risks. You were at the breaking point. Yeah, that's what this card's all about. Like you're just done. You're done. They're done. It's the final straw. Okay, Spirit. It's enough of that. Okay. Okay, we're gonna read this. Relax here and find out. Okay, and they had me put it here for some reason. I don't know why, but they're trying to get you to understand, because that Five of Pentacles is that this card represents sadness too, right? It's okay to get into a funky energy. We all do. We all get into those funky energies when you're dealing with, the collapse of your home, and, your intimacy has been, like burnt to the ground, and, that bond that you have has been destroyed and it's imploded on you. That's completely normal. But, it's really important for your own psyche, for your own healing to, try to find a way out of that. Okay, so 420. Like dwelling on those emotions are not going to be helpful, just like, it was saying here with this Devil card. Okay, so 420, relax in the upright. What good comes out of standing still? No joke, Spirit. There's nothing wrong with planting deep, stable roots, but everything in nature continues to grow, to stretch toward greater heights. Nourish your soul, break free of stagnation, and take that risk. Your potential is limitless. You know what? And that's that card kept coming up. Possibilities. Was it this one, I think? I don't remember now. Okay, so in the upright, good health and daily wellness habits, turning over a new leaf, freedom from past restraints, and progression and change. Your affirmation: every cell in my body is peaceful and calm. And you know what I mean? That would actually really help with this whole thing here. They're asking me to bring out some, what is it? They're asking me to bring out another card for you. Something to do with this healing of some sort. This one? Okay. All right, they're asking me to bring out this card for you. This wasn't for the other groups. They had me bring out this Buddha Wisdom one for the other two groups, but for you, you're getting something special here. This is something important they want you to know. Okay, Spirit. Okay. All right, Spirit. Oh. This is called awakening your, what is, okay, Spirit, anytime now. Okay, they're asking me to cut the deck, so I'm going to do that on camera. Develop healthy routines. Okay, that's the card. Let's put this out of the side here. This is number 36. Again, a 9. That's the completion of something. Okay. Your mystical abilities flourish when your earthly life is orderly, practical, and predictable. Healthy, daily, weekly, monthly, and seasonal routines calm your sensitive nerve system, making it easier to tune into your intuition. Which healthy eating, exercising, resting, playing, and spiritual relationship and work routines can you lean into, update, or adjust to support your sixth sense? Yeah, so I think they're just asking you to develop some healthy routines. It'll kind of pull your mindset out of this, like getting out in the sunshine, maybe going for a walk every day. Maybe, when you get like this hostility, like, do like a cleansing bath, like, just try to help pull yourself out of this, the sadness and which then results in this anger. It'll help with the healing. And with that, Spirit, is there one more? You want me to, it's like I keep feeling like they want me to bring out something else. Okay. There's one more here that they want me to read something here. This is Eternal Light deck here. So, just one Spirit. Okay. Oh, they split it. Message from your inner child. If I could, I would tell you every day to worry less, that you do not need to know that you do not know how beautiful you are, that I love you, and you are perfect as you are. Reach for the stars, the ones glowing brightly within, just behind your doubt and insecurities. Embrace them and shine. Look, just like dude here and her. Okay, with that, okay. Okay, so that's it. So that's all I have for you. I hope this has been helpful to you. And with that, I hope you have a good day. And I hope that you're starting your healing journey and having a different perspective. And with that, I will keep bringing you more messages. And I hope this message finds you well. I hope you have a good day. And sending love and light.